Winter in Wayzata, the only season when ducks rule Lake Minnetonka, with one chilling exception.
It's pretty cold.
January 1st.
2002, it's the 1st of January.
The day when Nate and Anna Wade's mother waits her place in line to follow this lead. An annual New Year's ice dive.
Thanks so very much.
Which Bill Wenmark of the American Lung Association Running Club created 12 years ago.
You look at some of their faces and it's just shock. Who's that? Hey, Scott, where to go?
280 men, women, and kids in bathing suits and shoes took their turn to plunge into the lake. And this year, Nate and Anna wanted to watch their mom Ellen firsthand.
She's jumping in because, I don't know.
Different people took these steps for different reasons, but Bill Wenmark dedicated this January 1st to September 11th.
A whole bunch of people, a whole bunch of Americans died on September 11th, and we're going in for them. We're not going to get her wet. We're going to bring her out dry.
Finally, Ellen Wade made her way to the front of the line and took the plunge.
That is crazy. That is crazy.
All right, yay!
On the one winter day when the ducks aren't alone beneath the icy lake water, America's flag stayed high.
Happy New Year. Happy New Year.
John Stone, Eyewitness News.
I love Lucy and she loves me.
I love Lucy. I love Lucy.
I love Lucy. I love Lucy.
We're as happy as two can be.
Play on our Lucy Look-alike contest.
Lucy kisses like no one can. And life is heaven, you see.
Yeah, it's a look-alike contest. It's supposed to kind of look like Lucy. And
Lucy loves me.
Lucy, I'm home.
I love Lucy.
Vitamin regimen, girl. Vitamin regimen.
Vitamin regimen. That's Vita Mita regimen.
Remember that name.
Right. That's what Lucy's all about. Make people happy and good humor, laughs, and
And a nice hat. Not that many hats these days have net and rhinestones, so very nice effort. I remember Lucy had to actually go ahead and put these things in her mouth when they came through the...
this is a lot of candy.
I love Lucy.
Love.
Kayla, you are our winner.
I love Lucy.
Lucy loves me.
One, two, three.
Good thing I can count.
It's hard not to count the hours
1, 2, 3.
when they add up to heartache.
You are a little bit.
At the end of this weekend,
Do you want to try a sip?
Well, I have to enjoy this because this will be the last time I probably get a caribou coffee.
Doug Oswald and his family will be left counting the days until Doug comes home.
It was, Doug, we need you to go over there. And I said, how can I say no?
Oswald has been over there before. You see, he's the eyes and ears of the 133rd Airlift Wing, a master sergeant in public affairs who came home from Kuwait the very day the changed.
Ever since September 11th, I've tried my best to cherish the time that Doug is here because I knew that it was just a matter of time.
And this time,
Come here, it'll be all right.
the thought of him heading into the middle of a war zone
I know. It is different, it's a lot different.
is just too much.
I want to know where he's going. I want to know when he's going to be back, what day he's going to be back, what time.
A
So what time is it? 4:30, right? 4:30. Yeah, to be out here by 4:30.
With just minutes to spare,
How you doing, Meg?
Oswald has packed his bags and prepared his children for life while he's away.
Here's your notes for the school. Don't forget those.
Now, Master Sergeant Doug Oswald is a member of the 133rd Airlift Wing. This morning, he'll join 108 other airmen for the trip beginning in Southwest Asia.
At the airport, there is time, maybe too much, about the weeks to come.
Well, do you have any questions about what's going on? You prepared for this?
We're at war against terrorists who threaten the very freedoms that define us as Americans.
Heidi, we see a number of couples there embracing as their loved ones get ready to head off.
Bye. Bye-bye. Give her a hug, guys. I will.
Miss you.
The friends and family have come to see your loved ones off. Now's the time to say you goodbyes.
Thank you, Governor. Jim Hell. Thanks, sir. Jim Hell, come back safe. I haven't lost a man yet. I don't want to start now.
As I'm stepping foot on that plane, I'm going to miss my kids, my family, my girlfriend, just petting the dog.
There he goes.
Just the things that you take for granted, I'm going to miss all those things. But at the same time, I'm going to think that I have to stay focused on the mission.
The Park Grove Pet Hospital in Cottage Grove doubles as a city animal shelter. A place that provides care, most often, for dogs and cats. But this morning, a big surprise moved in.
Her name is Chloe.
Chloe is a calf, not even a few hours old,
She was just born like last night.
when somebody found her in this park.
Passerby saw her in the box, or heard her thrashing in the box, and called the police.
Cottage Grove police loaded up the box in their cruiser and drove it, along with the struggling calf, to the pet hospital.
She was still in the box when she came in.
The pet hospital's veterinary assistant, Laura Messick, has her own theory on why Chloe was abandoned.
She might have got stolen from a farm. Someone knew babies were coming, because a farmer wouldn't do that. None that we've ever heard of would ever just abandon them in a park in a box. It doesn't make sense.
Chloe had a frozen ear, tail, and some bruises. Otherwise was just fine.
I think she'll be okay. Hopefully keep her healthy here and get her growing, and she can go live at the farm.
John Stone, Eyewitness News.
Here, she's guaranteed a lot of.
In Brainerd,
2, 1, fish 'em!
it's about time.
We're thinking somewhere close to 9,000 to 10,000 out here on the.
Good luck, everybody, and here we go for the.
It's unbelievable.
We're at the 12th annual Brainerd JC's $150,000 ice fishing extravaganza, otherwise known as the world's largest ice fishing contest.
It's kind of crazy, and I can't believe the ice won't break on us.
The rules are pretty simple. Biggest fish wins. Whoops.
Worst part is sitting out in the cold.
It's no wonder the tournament even happened. Blame the heat. Warm weather just about killed Brainerd's winter tourism season.
Find your mama.
Well, until today.
We just hope that the tournament provides a good economic boost.
For most,
Here, fishy, fishy, fishy.
the fishing proved slow.
Now you can see them come right by, but they just won't take it.
So instead, people caught pigskins or a buzz.
Here, fishy, fishy.
And on a day meant to sit and fish, a few found themselves standing in lines.
There's one for the leaderboard.
That's good news, especially if you're Matt Kiffmeyer.
What's up? You won. I won.
He caught this guy just 90 seconds after the start.
Holy nuts.
Problem is, his is not the biggest fish story.
That's what it's all about, you bet.
Dude. Hey, finally, folks got a chance to fish.
That's the tip-up dance.
In Brainerd,
The best part is catching the fish.
Bill Shirk,
Here, fishy, fishy, fishy.
Eyewitness News.
Hi, you guys.
Valentine's Day came early at Expo Elementary School.
How are all you guys?
Today was a celebration of life and love for this man.
I want to keep hearing good things about you.
63-year-old Russ Williams is assistant principal.
And you kids are the greatest. You kids are absolutely the greatest.
Williams has been here just a year and a half, dedicated a lifetime to children.
Can I give you a hug?
Now, his time is waning.
Oh, I can't come to work anymore.
He beat colon cancer in June, but it spread to his lungs and lymph nodes.
Thank you, everyone, for making each day of my life here some of the very best days I have ever had.
Today, they focused on all that Williams has given and all that he's received. Williams and his wife have 7 children, 5 of them adopted.
Thank you for coming.
He is surrounded by family and friends.
I will always think about you. I will always remember you for the parts that you've played in my life.
And while the lesson today may be that dying is part of living,
Ashley,
I'm gonna miss
take care of yourself, huh?
it's how you live
I'm gonna miss you.
and how you love that really counts.
My guys.
In St. Paul, Lindsay Paulo, Eyewitness
Remember what you're
News.
still going to try and do? Yeah. Okay. All right.
Love for Russ Williams starts at the door of Expo School and fills it up.
Hi, you guys.
Williams has been assistant principal here just a year and a half,
Okay.
but he's dedicated a lifetime to children.
And you kids are the greatest. You kids are the greatest.
The feeling is mutual. 700 students and staff celebrated Williams' life today in the face of his death. In June, he beat colon cancer, but learned he had lung cancer, and it spread to his lymph nodes.
Thank you, everyone, for making each day of my life here some of the very best days I have ever had.
Some of these children are young to know what their principal understands. That dying is part of living.
I will always remember you for the parts that you've played in my life. You too.
And what's important isn't how much time you have, but how you spend it.
My guys.
In St. Paul, Lindsay Paulo, Eyewitness News.
Okay. All right. I expect that now.
Our family, what is she afraid to tell her children?
For Tony Brown, Cooper High School is more than just a building that offers lessons in academics.
Somebody hit you?
But also in life.
I was attacked by someone out, I don't know.
It happened on the morning of February 1st.
From the phones, ran up and cut me in the face.
On the outside, Tony needed 28 stitches to the side of her face.
You can't see.
And more than 20 stitches to her ribs. But on the inside, Tony's spirits was never damaged.
I would say forgiveness is a word that no matter what happens, you can always find that kindness and caringness in your heart.
Since she was 6, Tony's wanted to be a model. She got her first modeling contract last year.
This scar's not stopping me. I'm going to continue to model.
Plastic surgery may heal those wounds.
She can get complete as much as possible, inward and outward.
But heal art,
I'm about forgive and forget.
Tony says, is a matter of forgiveness.
I don't have any kind of hatred or bitterness towards her or anyone who's thinking negative, because I'm not about that.
Nice lady now. Step down. Very nice. Good boy.
At 25 years old, Casper is, as some would say, a little long in the tooth.
This is Casper.
Better known as.
He was donated because his owner just felt that he was too old. Good boy.
It was donated to Drew Fitzpatrick and the Minnesota Hooved Animal Rescue Foundation. Casper is one of 18 old and neglected horses that Drew has.
Some people think that a 20-year-old horse is just over the hill and ready for the glue pot, and that's not the way it is. A 20-year-old horse has just gotten to where they know what's going on.
Easy, Casper. Easy, Casper.
Being a little long in the tooth many times means having tooth problems.
We're just feeling for sharp edges on the teeth, missing teeth, loose teeth.
They just don't understand. They just don't know. A lot of people don't understand how important dental work is.
For the older horses, it's absolutely critical because they're fed a hay diet, and if they can't grind that hay properly, they can't digest it, and they get into a vicious cycle of poor weight gain.
Old-timer teeth.
To prevent problems caused by poor weight, the University of Minnesota is offering free dental service to the foundation.
Well, he's got sharp edges.
Students like Marcus Johansson learn, while old horses like Casper get their teeth fixed.
Yes, what I'm hoping is that as long as I have students and Drew has incoming horses with dental needs, that she'll consider letting us have the students work on them.
Because in the end, both the students and the animals are better for it.
That took off an awful lot.
Rob Rassman, Eyewitness News, St. Paul.
We've had better days. On Saturday night,
we had a very large disturbance.
This was no riot. Whatever you call it,
Just got missed.
something big happened at the U.
It came to college, man.
This celebration crossed the line into mob behavior.
Today, both the university,
From my perspective, I think our officers acted admirably.
and police responded to what happened.
This kind of violence and unsafe behavior cannot and will not be tolerated by the university.
Now, police arrested 27 people.
I keep talking from back.
The university today indicated more may come.
We're very sorry for the incidents, and we're working to identify University of Minnesota students that were involved.
It's unbelievable.
Some question the way officers acted.
Police brutality. Because they just sat there and hit him.
Here's the police chief's 2 cents.
When you're in the middle of a riot situation involving assault, arson, and destruction of property, it's never a pretty sight. And arrests are never, in those situations, they're rough. There's no question about it.
Some camo 40.
It was clearly alcohol-driven in my mind.
It's the problem. Let's go now.
But the chief says, all in all, things could have been worse.
Hi, Mom. I'm sorry. Forgive me.
Opening day, baby, for the Minnesota Twins. Yes, sir. Oh, we're live at the Metrodome in Minneapolis, Minnesota for the opening day of the Minnesota Twins 2002-2000 season. The Metrodome is, you walk, get ready for a game, you can feel the energy build. Now, I don't know whether that's energy or spirit, but I know there's been a lot of wins in here. They have 2 world championships in Major League Baseball, and you can't just contract that and tell them, let's fold it up and go home like you do a table. It's not gonna, no.
Opening day, Twins, baby, all the way this year. Yes, go Twins.
Right now it is 4:30 in the morning, and we are having breakfast on the plaza the day of the Twins opener.
Opening day for the Minnesota Twins. We have a hot dog and a muffin for you, newspaper.
Today's opening day. And look at the crowd. Here we go, boys.
Hey, boy.
How we doing?
Good. How you been?
Anybody want to go to the game tonight? Breakfast on the mall. Everybody's been waiting for baseball for 7 months.
Minneapolis has always been a home for the Twins, and they're going to be safe here for a long time.
We got a full house, and the Twins are going to win. It's opening day. We love it here.
In the dead of night, the flames sparked to life. at a place called St. Edward.
It's a shock. Just so shock.
The corner church stood on the corner of Orono and Plymouth for 35 years.
Everybody's okay. Nobody was hurt.
100 families called St. Edward theirs.
I mean, it got really big before anybody happened to look out their window and say, oh, hey.
We're all standing here trying to figure out what's the message.
Parishioners came quickly.
Man.
But Father Mom showed up first.
Father Mom.
That's her on the left. You see, Judy Hoover leads this congregation. She's pastor.
I don't decide anything except the Lord's Prayer right now. No.
Firefighters spent all morning fighting and the lack of water. 2 hydrants and the rain weren't enough. So crews trucked in more.
A lot of work has gone into this place.
But folks here weren't so worried about the building.
But a congregation is much more than the building is.
More so, they worried about their pastor. Today, Judy lost her church. 1 week ago, she lost her husband.
Eerie after losing Bob here a week ago. The priest's husband died of a heart attack. So it's tough.
Well, we will survive.
Still, Judy keeps her faith.
Just keep thinking, the church is the people, not the building.
And as they contend, they keep each other close.
You know, I was always taught, and I believe that God doesn't give us more than we can handle, but losing a spouse in a church, building the same. But we're all here for you, Judy. We're all here for you. We love you.
And we just have a fantastic spirit amongst us. This will make us stronger.
Overnight, a place of worship became a place to mourn. Fire at St. Edward Episcopal Church.
It's a shock. Just so shock.
It got really big before anybody happened to look out their window.
Crews fought fire, and they fought a lack of water. 2 hydrants weren't enough. So they trucked in more.
Everybody's okay. Nobody was hurt.
But that did not make losing the building any easier. Especially for Father Mom. That's her on the left.
Judy, are you Christian?
Judy Hoover leads this congregation.
Yeah, and she was due to retire in about 3 months.
Today she lost her church, and 1 week ago she lost her partner.
Eerie after losing Bob here a week ago. The priest's husband died of a heart attack. So it's tough.
The congregation is much more than the building is.
That's why members say they'll keep the faith.
You know, we'll be okay.
Well, I was always taught, and I believe that God doesn't give us more than we can handle, but losing a spouse in a church, building the same. But we're all here for you, Judy. We're all here for you. We love you.
In Orono, Bill Shirk.
This will make us stronger.
Eyewitness News.
We're in Stillwater, Minnesota, aren't we? Yeah, this is where Minnesota was born, and you, Eli. That says that Good Morning America is going to be here.
A lot of stuff behind the scenes that goes on in order to get this done.
The wonderful thing about television actually is that it's a real joint effort, tremendous labor of many people.
Excited. A lot of people want to see Charlie and Diane.
Beautiful from like 20 feet away inside of a train. I can't believe it.
I remember sleep. Could you have you heard the word sleep?
Sleep? I heard it about 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And where do I get hooked up? Where do I get hooked up?
All right, we are now visiting state number 2 of our 5-state tour this week.
What could be next?
good to see you again. I'm Charles Gibson.
And I'm Diane Sawyer, and we are having a great day here in Stillwater.
Are we here to Great America?
Big Jess is in there?
Yeah, sure. By the way, you running for re-election?
I don't know. Yeah, you think I'm going to expose that here?
Charlie's coming to the malt shop. Charlie's coming.
How are you?
Good to see you.
Good morning. Good morning. How are you? And he has not convinced you, obviously, to move to Stillwater.
I loved coming here, but I doubled the population of the town. I mean, Minneapolis is a...
All right, we thought we'd just get some first-hand testimonials about moving from the big city.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's cool to see how everything works, because you just see it on TV and you just wonder how it is. Now
We're an hour and a half into this. I haven't heard myself think since we started.
Hey, Charlie, I am in one of the coolest things I've ever seen. This is the Amphicar.
I watch them every morning.
You come to a small town, but there's nothing small about the crowd that's here, that's for sure.
Best part about being here, the turnout. I cannot believe the number of people that turned out for this.
Hi, Diane. Hi. Becca.
Thanks a lot. Thanks so much.
I think all in all, it went really everybody. We've covered something that deals with the area that you live in. You've gotten
that's a wrap.
National attention, and there's a great feeling of a job well done.
Today is Mother's Day, and it's the Walk for the Cure.
It's a celebration of women surviving breast cancer and to raise awareness for breast cancer patients and breast cancer treatment.
Cure! 10th anniversary! Let's give the energy!
The 10th annual Race for the Cure Twin Cities, the third largest in the United States.
I'm running for my mom. She lives in Florida, and she couldn't make it up here this weekend, but the whole family's running for her.
Almost done. Come on. Yay! We're out here for Shelly, our youngest sister, who's a breast cancer survivor somewhere in the race. Yay! Because our grandmother died of breast cancer, and we could have lost our youngest sister, but we didn't. That's why it's important. Shell, you're almost done! Yay! Good job!
All those people cheering for you?
Yep, I'm special. She got sick last year just before the race and couldn't do it. I get a hug. Yes, I get a hug. Don, you get a hug too.
Survivor for 4 years, yes!
Happy Mother's Day to you, too.
There you go.
Look at the sky. Look at that.
What do they say in your video? They're going to put the wet stuff on the red stuff.
Okay, we've got a 3-alarm fire going here.
Northeast Minneapolis.
Obviously, it's a building that's got a lot of petroleum products in it. It was an auto body. You can tell by the color of the smoke that we're having problems getting into the building.
Fire showing through the side of the wall.
We've got about 65 firefighters here, and we've got the exposures protected as well as possible.
You okay?
There was one person so far that's been injured. We did a primary search and did bring one person up.